All right, welcome everyone. We are going live, and I just turned my camera so you didn't see my garbage can in my kitchen. Thank you. Welcome back. I have some announcements, some pretty cool ones. So I'll put the camera on everyone again. Just might not be able to hear them all perfectly, but you can see their beautiful faces. And you, I don't know if we can see. Yeah, I think Marvin's having a beer. So that's.
Oh, you.
Good for you, my man. Me too. I'm having one too. So we will start off. As always, thank you so much if you're tuning in and watching us, because we really appreciate it. This is one of my favorite things in the world to do. And I do a lot of weird things, and this is actually the most fun. But let's talk about you guys, the guys that are out there and watching. Thank you so much. There's a couple new followers that happened over the course of the last episode, and starting today, we have Worm Food. Great name, by the way. Worm Food. WERM Food. That's so cool. I don't know why I like that so much. The other one is Dragon Freak 13. That's pretty cool too. So you guys are getting creative out there. We got to step up our game.
Really boring. Mine's just cat.
It's like, yeah, it was like some of us that we just put our name in there, and I'm like, I guess it's the older generation. Maybe I'm too old for this. No, we are just starting. So next thing I want to talk about is table tokens. Use them, guys. If you're viewing, you're getting table tokens. Okay, all you got to do is activate, the little extension. And you can actually ask us some questions. We can answer them on air. We can answer them over Twitter, whatever. There's some pretty cool things that we're trying to do through there. So hit them up. And if you want to give us bits, we'll do the same thing. If it's a bit or a table token or whatever. Want to talk about a couple things. Sponsors for sure. We have gained a new sponsor for sure. It's Game Room in Elk Grove is 100% a sponsor of Time to Tabletop. So they are doing more than just giving us some of this equipment that we have right here. And I know you can't see it's behind the scenes, but there's microphones and stuff that holds stuff so you can actually hear us and see us. And they've been a really big part of that. So thank you so much, George, out in Game Room. You're a blessing. So, other ones, Arknight, of course. We have giveaways to give away, downloadable stuff. Make sure that you check them out, arknight.com. That's ARCKNIGHT. We'll see what they did there. And, of course, Ambient Realms. There's a couple announcements that include Ambient Realms, and we will get to that. There's one announcement that includes them. So, sound effects from them that we've used. Ooh, this is one of my favorites. I don't know why, just the electricity is cool to me. Water, just in case you fall in the water.
That would have been useful for learning.
Or when Marvin shows up. Every time he shows up, he opens up a beer. And then we have the classics. We have the classic sounds of there's a ton of spells through Ambient Realms.
If only they had a massive bomb sound that had the right one.
Woo! I will work on that one. They do classic sounds for a lot of your D&D sounds, so that one's considered a magic missile. They do explosions. They do a lot of stuff that's very in tune. And when orcs sound an alarm, that's what it sounds like, I guess. So those are the kind of things they really follow the line of D&D, and they got some really classic good sounds on there. So I did want to announce that I know that you've got the Golden Age shirt on. Tonight, the Sentinels of the Silver Age shirt is on sale through the same store. So I put that on sale tonight. It's $14. So if you want it, cool. It does help out the show. We get like $2. So please, that's cool. $2 is cool. So we have, but there's other stuff too. There's coffee mugs. There's all that kind of good stuff. So we'll move on to the next thing. The local events. That's what I want. I want to get to those too. Time to Tabletop's doing a lot more local events, not just these events. And we will include you the best we can. We don't want to give away secret sauce because some of it's actually some... I'll just mention it right now. On March 4th, I know I'm going out of order, but March 4th, we are doing, we're sponsoring, actually, it's called Improv for Role Playing. So we have a 22-year veteran of improv going to be teaching like a 3-hour class in 2 different sections on improv. He's an improv instructor, teacher, comedy sports downtown here, well, in the Arden area of Sacramento. We partnered with him before. He's a big supporter of the channel. He's been on the show a few times, so make sure and check them out, of course. But we're doing do that March 4th. We're going to do that at the game room. Pretty cool. Plus, the day before that, I'm calling it Tap into Tabletop. Tap is in pour some beer. March 3rd, we're going to do a 5-hour event with board games and discounts on beer and all that kind of good stuff. That's not the last one we're doing. We have 2 more coming up. So stay tuned for those. If you want all those schedules and stuff, hit up our website, hit up our schedule. I'm going to give it to these guys. I had a lot of announcements today, and I apologize for that, Michael. It's been a very busy week. So I'm going to give it to you guys and get my mug out of the way.
All right. So, hello there. And welcome to Generation Hero, the epic superhero saga that takes you through the entirety of comic book history, one issue at a time. Today, this is episode 2 of Sentinels of the Silver Age, our arc where we explore the weird and wonderful and wild world of Silver Age comics. I'll kind of explain where we are, but first, let's meet some of our superheroes. So, they were all, in the last episode, all introduced, and let's start with Marvin. Tell us who you are and give us a quick overview of your hero.
So, hi, I'm Marvin. I play Richard Mandela's, the Cloud Singer, protege of Skydancer. He's a young man that Skydancer took under his wing after he discovered his powers of sound manipulation. He's basically serves as a early detection system since, the Cold War and everything, having to figure out if missiles are coming in. But yeah, he's trying to prove himself as his own hero since he's starting to have issues with the way Skydancer is doing right now.
Some of that.
Not my real dad.
Some teenage rebellion. Next up, we have Kat.
Hi, I'm Kat. In this game, I'm playing Troublegum, who's from Hoboken, New Jersey. And now she's stranded in the pit known as every place that isn't Hoboken, New Jersey, or Manhattan. At any rate, so I'm sentient bubblegum. Used to be a person, and now I'm bubblegum. And I can't talk anymore about that because I signed an NDA. Suffice it to say, my mom got a lot of money out of the deal, so thank you, Jesus and Mary. I have stretchy powers, because I'm freaking bubblegum.
All made of bubblegum. And then playing one of our stranger heroes, we have Lucy.
Yes, so I'm playing DXG. He doesn't know who he is or what he's doing, but he basically woke up in this burning building, and he had a huge headache, and what he found next to him was some LSD. He doesn't know what it is, but he took some and it made him feel better, and so he has it ready to go whenever he feels like his head is about to explode. In the last segment, we found out that he's not human, but what he is, we don't know yet.
And finally, Eric.
Top of the morning, everyone. I will be playing Clementine Meyer, the Doomed, who was empowered by this strange staff that he found deep, deep inside the subway system. I guess that's all I really need to say. He's a very simple hero.
Or so you would think. Or is he?
Dun dun dun.
So the caption says. So last time, you guys were officially admitted into the Society of Sentinels, the Association of Heroes. After you worked with them or worked for them to infiltrate this biker battle of the bands put on by the Black Leather Lizard Motorcycle Club. While you were spying, you discovered Rockadile, the head of this motorcycle gang, and I guess a crush of Troublegum.
I love Rocky D.
A paramour.
Yes, a paramour. He had a deal with this group called the Prime Mafia, which are a bunch of simians, primates, gorillas, orangutans, chimps, given human intelligence. They live in a neighborhood called Banana Town, and the name of this issue is called Banana Town Bloodshed. The deal was, in exchange for some growth serum that didn't work out exactly as planned, the bikers handed over something called the Fang, a mysterious glowing triangle that had some kind of connection to Agent Orange's staff. So the next step that the SOS wants is for these heroes to figure out why exactly the Prime Mafia, particularly their leader, Don Kong, want the Fang and what they're going to do with it. The way to find out is why they hired some teenagers and some other strange individuals, like a week-old thing, and also some kind of super-powered janitor. Is that Don Kong?
He's Dr. Janitor.
Dr. Janitor.
AKA Dr.
I
J.
keep calling me that. I really have no idea why.
It's because you're a janitor with a doctorate.
Do you
Sure,
really-
let's go with that.
Well, anyway, it's all because Don Kong's beloved youngest daughter, Katie Kong, attends Sentinel City High School, which is where you two go as students, and where Agent Orange works as a janitor, as we talked about.
Janitor.
So, tell me, Katie Kong, you guys know she's at the school. She's on the hockey team. She kind of keeps to herself. She is the only intelligent gorilla amongst the student body. How are you going to get close to her and befriend her? What's your plan for this?
I'm gonna go watch her play hockey and try to talk to her afterward.
Okay, so you kind of head out to the sort of ice rink area. Sentinel, it's a big city, big high school. So the Sentinel City Lady Centurions do have their hockey team, does have kind of a little hockey ice rink set up. And you can see they're going around shooting that puck back and forth. Katie is just tearing up the ice, given her simian speed and strength and size. So you're in the stands watching her. What are the rest of you guys doing? And DXG, how are you getting onto campus?
Well, I have a somewhat human appearance. I look like a nerdy, teacher, I guess. So I have my white lab coat, and I can kind of just stroll onto campus. And if she gets near me, I'll offer her some drugs.
Okay.
Oh no.
Where would you? You know what?
She's a teenager.
Okay, Lucy, I'm gonna have you roll mundane, because you just can't walk onto a high school. We'll see how that goes.
That's fine.
So roll mundane, we'll see what happens.
You also have
that's
green
terrible.
hair.
What?
You also
I do have green hair as
So,
well. Yes.
no, that was
What's
not
that?
Monday.
You got a T?
Yeah, I got a 3.
Ooh, you get noticed right off. As you kind of walk onto this ice rink area, the coach notices you, and he's like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? Who are you?
I'm gonna look at him because
Yeah.
I say,
Daddy-o.
Daddy-o! Because that's my name.
You're his father.
Yeah, no.
Richard, is that true?
He's a friend from out of state.
This is very strange.
He's kind of new here, doesn't know the whole nuance of the school, so if you wouldn't mind, I can look after him, just make sure he doesn't get into trouble.
Make sure he checks in at the front office.
Yeah. Pretty sure you do know how to write, yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
You don't know how to write, sir?
In our language.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
know how to write in our language.
That makes
Yes.
a lot of sense.
He knows the letters LSD.
Well, this is what was on the...
Why would you bring
No.
that up?
It's alright. That's just his medication.
We'll say, so you, the janitor, have also shown up at this point.
So I think I'm going to swing by the cafeteria and see if I can grab a snack. Particularly, see if I can find any bananas.
Okay, yeah. You get a bushel of bananas. There you know. They were
That's a
talking about.
stereotype.
Well, we'll see how that turns out. All right. So afterwards, the game is over, and some of the players are heading back. You can see Katie Kong is kind of hanging back a little bit with her, hockey stick leaning on her shoulder, sort of knuckle walking her way down off the ice rink.
I saw how good you were out there. I was really, really impressed. I used to be on the gymnastics team, but, well, now they consider it to be cheating because, and I just stretch out my arm.
She's like, well, they don't let you on? That seems kind of mean.
Well, I mean, I think they figure it's an unfair advantage and whatnot, being as that I'm made entirely out of bubble gum.
Well, being as I'm made entirely out of gorilla, you would think they would throw me off, but I think my dad he pulled some strings.
Oh, yeah?
Got me on.
Who's your dad?
Oh, you don't know?
I'm new here, obviously.
Oh, she's really excited about that. She's like, oh, well, it's not that big a deal, but his name was, well, he's kind of a crime boss.
Hey, I'm half Sicilian. It's cool.
Okay, well...
Well, I mean, now I'm all bubblegum, but was half Sicilian.
All right, well, we don't need to talk about that so
I know
much.
about the stereotype,
Okay, well, good. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
At this point, you guys can see some of the cheerleaders who are kind of also taking the... I don't know what cheerleaders do in the ice rink. They were kind of walking by to go somewhere else, perhaps to practice, but they kind of see poor Miss Katie Kong, and they start sort of making fun of her. And you can see some of them are like pounding their chests and being like, "Oh, look, it's the gorilla girl. They let your dad out of the zoo yet?"
So I'm gonna fling a piece of bubble gum onto her mouth. That's gonna stick over it.
Whoa, okay, give me Unleash Your Powers for this one.
Okay.
And we'll see, what are the rest of you guys doing? You have arrived by now with your banana, Mr. Agent Orange.
Well, I'm going to see what's going to happen here, but if that doesn't work, I'm gonna go offer her a banana.
It's a 9.
And I think we're still in the ring.
We're still there, or okay.
Okay.
9.
Probably at the entrance where we see what's going on.
Okay.
All right, so you do stick together the cheerleader's mouth, but what happens, unfortunately, is that the coach sees this going on and starts angrily hitting over and being like, "Hey, you can't go using your powers on fellow students. We signed several papers about this, Miss Chicklet."
Well, I'll tell you something right now. It's chicle, by the way.
Okay, Miss
It's
Chicklet.
Spanish.
Oh, I'll bet it is.
Okay. At any rate, they were saying some really racist stuff, and I'm sorry, but that made me really angry.
Okay.
Now, maybe they should be in trouble for being racist. You think about that? You want to be like those schools down south, where they're blowing kids up? You want to be like them?
He's like, well, look, we obviously don't want to have, actual murders going on, but, I mean, things are kind of the way they are for a reason.
Oh,
as
so
long as
it's like okay to make fun of somebody for being who they are. That's what you're saying. That's the school's policy. And I shouldn't defend her the ways that I can defend her because I'm also some kind of freak show in your opinion. Is that correct? Is that what you're saying to me?
The coach is like, look, I just value good order and the rule of law.
Hold
Okay,
on.
that's all.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, everybody that saved the city, raise your freaking hand. Okay? Oh, I noticed. Notice your hand's not up. So,
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, this strange guy did too. Of
by the
course
way,
he
do I
did.
also have to mark a condition, or am I okay because you have a?
Well, he is kind of he's not really being. He's not overall attacking you, so I think you're okay there.
Okay.
I think somebody though is going to have to do a provoke to make this guy go away because you did
Oh,
send bubblegum.
I get
Okay.
that.
Yeah. So what do you
Best
do?
thing.
All right. What do you tell this guy to make him?
I'm
buzz
going
off?
to make this phrase sound throughout the school. This just in! School principal supports racism against metahumans!
Oh, okay. Definitely give me that provoke. Also, he's the coach, not the principal.
Oh, school coach, correction!
He was like, phew! I'm like, what? Okay. How'd you do with that provoke?
Ooh, that's superior, right?
Yes.
11.
Okay. He's like, whoa. Okay, look, I did not say that. All right, let's just like forget this whole thing ever happened, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
So as they're distracted by that, can I
Are you
like
doing it?
motion towards the gorilla?
Yeah, she was
like-
a little, she's kind of saddened by the insults, but she's putting a brave face on it.
I'd be like,
So, yeah, she pads over. She's like, yes, yes, sir.
you want to feel happy? You don't want to feel sad?
I suppose so. What are you talking about?
Can I intercept?
Have this magic thing that you can take, and you will no longer be sad.
All right, I'm gonna let someone roll a defend against this.
Okay.
That's a defend.
All right.
I kind of want to see this happen.
As you're getting the LSD pill
Yeah,
ready.
it's just in my pocket.
I'll try to do a
Are
defend.
those Tic Tacs?
I am having no part in this.
I know that that's what is that, savior?
Defend is savior, yes.
Really quick question. I was comforting and supporting Katie earlier. So,
Yeah, I'll show you roll for that too.
okay. So I'm just wondering if that was successful, if that would affect this roll.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'll give you a +2 because I'll give you influence over her.
Okay. So,
So yeah, so we'll plus my name for the comforting because you worked
Yeah.
for sticking up for her.
it was actually I actually have a thing that makes it plus freak instead.
Oh, okay,
Because
cool.
I had brought up about
Yeah, that's a really good
Weird.
point. Okay,
Yeah.
so go for that.
and so that's a 13.
Whoa. Okay.
Comforting.
Yeah, so you can write down you have +2 influence.
Plus 2 influence.
Yes, to Katie Kong. So for any roll that you have to do with her, you get +2 to it.
Nice. Okay,
For
so
provokes, defend, and now let's roll the defend with that +2
alrighty.
to defend her from drugs.
Drugs are good.
So
Don't try this at home.
Yeah, Time Tabletop does not condone this drugs are good
Okay.
message that DXG is putting on our viewers here.
Unless you happen to have green hair and were just born yesterday.
Right. Only babies can take drugs.
Oh, great. Time Tabletop does not condone giving drugs to babies.
okay, so I'm going to say it's a 9. And if you want, I could say what happens is
Yeah, let's hear it.
the negative. She doesn't end up taking the LSD. Mm-hmm. My character ends up ingesting the entire thing of LSD,
Ooh, okay. You just like zoop, whoop, and you
and
inhale all
she
of it.
like is like
Absorb all of
so
it.
forcefully shoving it forward that it all goes into me.
Whoop.
Katie Kong says, "Boy, that must be some really swell pills if you just ate them all."
That was accidental, and
You okay?
She's gonna be really happy.
Well, I'm glad to hear
Dr.
that.
J, I think this might be incredibly dangerous, and maybe if anybody's got a way of getting me back to headquarters really, really fast, that might be a good idea.
Oh god, it's 58 all over again.
All right.
So-
If you guys gotta go, that sounds good. I'll call you though.
Please do, and I give her like the phone number that I have at SOS headquarters. I think that's all I've got for a phone number.
Swing on
Okay.
by if you want.
Oh, all right. I could do
And
that.
I'll have more if you need.
Maybe. All right. So meanwhile, so what are you hallucinating here for the LSD? What's going on? What is
Now in
what does
terms
that
of
do
the
to your
Kool-Aid
body?
Well, she's like, as you guys are moving her back, she suddenly gets out of proportion in a really weird way. And she's like, guys, I don't know. I think that I'm okay. I'm not feeling anything. And her whole like side of her head explodes into like pinpricks.
All right. I'll have you take a powerful blow,
Okay.
just because the physical effects of this is a
Yeah,
little
I mean, it's
painful.
basically like,
and very disconcerting too.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And what do you guys do?
I
to get-
actually took it, and
Oh,
that
okay.
means I marked my potential.
Yes.
Nice.
And that means I've hit the level up.
Ooh, nice. All right.
So-
So you're experiencing
Can I do that
a
now?
whole new world.
If you want, well, let's see what these guys do to get you out of here, and then
Yeah.
maybe you could
'Cause my
coincide
plan-
with it or assist it in some way.
Well, my plan is to mutate further and reveal another 2 abilities, so that actually
That is always a
ties
good
in very
power.
well to this.
Yeah.
Whoa! It's a drugged awakening.
Yeah.
Well, if we want to get you away from here, I think Agent Orange would probably be the most useful when using his super speed. So I would just like grab her and head into my sanctuary.
Okay. Give me your unleash your powers for this. What are you guys doing to help as well?
DXG is not helping. He's more concerned that his LSD is gone.
Oh no! In fact, you're taking a powerful blow from that. Actually, I think it's
It's a
the
powerful
emotion.
psychological.
It is.
Yeah, no more drugs. I mean, you can pick more. They can synthesize more for you at SOS headquarters, but still. How'd you do with that
That's a
one?
7.
Okay, so you can choose. You can lash out verbally, attacking a teammate, give ground. I don't know if that makes sense
Yeah,
in
that
the
doesn't make
circumstances, or get 2 conditions.
I think in his state, he's gonna try to grab the LSD from Trouble Gum.
Oh,
From the
okay.
inside of
From the
Trouble Gum.
inside of.
Okay,
Trouble
then I'm
Gum.
gonna roll and unleash your powers because there's just a good chance that.
All right, we'll see what
When she
happens as this
touches
team
the
is
skin.
torn apart in the first half hour.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I did roll an 8
Go.
on my Unleash My Power, so I should be able to grab her before she explodes and
All right.
gooey LSD.
that's
Hopefully.
Okay, I will say so. Like you're running out with her, so you get her out of the gym, and you get her like kind of to the parking lot area, and this is when DXG charges in and tackles her, trying to get his drugs.
I got a 10 on my unleash my powers, which in this case I think it means that I managed to not attack her. Like I managed to get my flesh under control to the extent that it just doesn't go.
Okay, I'm gonna say she's still stuck in you though.
He.
Oh right, he. Sorry,
I happen to have super
Yeah.
strength. I can carry both of you.
So DXG is like halfway stuck in his arms and kind of upper body, so it's pretty awkward.
Yeah.
It is, and
People are starting to
without the
stare.
drugs, like I can't really control myself
Right.
either. So
At this
we
point, my
gotta-
character's
yeah.
kind of turned into a Mobius strip. I'm getting nauseous.
Wait.
Wait, what are you doing, Cloud Dancer, Cloud Singer?
I'm radioing the Sin. I'm just talking right now to, I don't know, fireside chat. Yep.
Calling Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you go to a little payphone, ring up Skydancer's number. What is it, son?
Yeah, some freaky shit's going down here.
It will tend to do that when you're around superpowered individuals.
Okay,
I ever
so-
told you about my friend the fish?
Yeah, the Marshal, or...
The Monarch. Oh, that's right, yes.
Sorry, he's
What's-
Monarch.
The Monarch now, that's correct. Our current king of Atlantis.
But yeah, have you ever had a sentient wad of bubblegum take LSD, then have this former drug addict jump in there, try to get the LSD, while a man wearing orange and has an Irish accent is trying to carry both of them back to headquarters, but it's now becoming a huge clusterfuck. People are staring. What the fuck do I do?
You know what? That's a new one on me. I would say separate them. Try and use your powers to find some way to separate them, calm the situation down. If you can throw something at something, that always works in my book.
My,
That was a common technique that they used back then.
my character suddenly turns into the Holland section of It's a Small World After All.
Oh.
And starts singing It's a Small World After All.
Yeah, lots of people are staring.
No, mute. None of that.
All right, so
Shame on you.
Cloud Singer, you're like throwing down some. You're
At
trying
which
using
point I
your
turn into
sound.
a
or-
cactus.
Okay.
First, I mute that song. Next, I'm going to try and make a sound of pills. Just pills. Shaking my hand.
Just
pills.
pills.
LSD.
Make it
I
come
don't
out.
know what they sound like. But I'm going to try.
Yeah, just pills rattling around a tin.
Yeah, DXG. I have LSD in my hand. Jingle, jingle.
I'm trying to get out.
Come on, use the force. I know you can.
Okay, I will
On the
say.
drugs.
Your superpowers don't really involve movement in any way, do they?
Well, I have to charge up, like, for...
Okay.
for-
I'm gonna let you. You can unstick yourself. Your will is enough to pull you out of Troublegum's body.
Okay.
So
Agent,
she's now
take her.
extricated.
It's SOS headquarters.
Alright, so yeah, grabbing Troublegum and bad dashing to headquarters.
All
My head
right.
is kind of expanding, doing that.
Wow,
thing.
wow.
Yep.
All right. So by now you rush over. You get him back to SOS headquarters, and they are able to get the help they need. They toss her in the hyperbaric chamber, and
Muscle.
Professor
Hands.
Diesel
Nothing.
gives you another set of pills.
There you go.
Now I'm calm. I take one.
All right. So you have a little bit of downtime after this.
So
A
it's,
little bit of
A little
downtime.
bit
Yeah,
if you're
sure.
in your hyperbaric chamber.
it's probably a bad idea that everyone just saw a bubblegum monster freak out inside the high school, right?
I would say so.
Once I deliver her to SOS headquarters, I think I'm heading back to school and seeing. I'm going to use one of my new Doom signs, Infinite Powers. Mark your Doom track to use an ability from any playbook. One time.
Whoa,
and the ability
okay.
I'm going to choose is memory manipulation.
Oh, all right, go for it.
And this might turn out very badly. So everyone forget. And 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 exactly. So partial success?
Okay. I will say most people forget, but there is going to be some kind of weird, or actually,
People forget, but maybe didn't fill in. They're just a blank spot, maybe.
people forget. Well, the thing is, like it's sort of a blank spot. What most people remember is
Everyone
that.
just blacks out. Everyone had was drunk. Yes.
Well, what everyone really remembers is that it was your fault.
I'm okay with that.
Something the janitor was doing was bad. So, and because of this, the principal is like, Mr. Meyer,
What is it?
you caused some sort of havoc. I'm not really sure what it was, but there was some real havoc coming on outside.
There was a lot of gum underneath the desks.
Well, sir, we really can't have that at this school.
Well, you really should stop telling you should tell your students to stop chewing so much
Well,
gum.
I think I'm gonna have to tell you to get a new job. I'm expecting your resignation on my desk tomorrow. I'll write you a okay recommendation, but the mess you caused, in all senses of the word, is really too much.
Fine. It'd probably be a bad idea to manipulate him right now.
Probably. So, some time passes, and Troublegum, when you are finished, it's about, say, kind of the early evening. As you leave the SOS headquarters, you find a familiar figure, and you guys can be heading out with her. A familiar figure to you, it is Rockadile, hanging out on his motorcycle. He's been kind of waiting outside, and he sort of waves over to you.
I wave back really excited, and I try to shift into my lizard shape because
Ooh, okay.
I know he likes my Sally Gator look.
Oh, he loves that. Give me an Unleash Your Power, see how well you do at shaping yourself.
Let's see, that's a 10 actually.
Ooh, okay, you pull it off.
Nice.
And he's like, hey, there's that lovely pink face I like to see.
You know it. I had literally mind-blowing experience today.
Sounds great. I had kind of a mind-blowing experience of my own. Hop on, Mom, I'll tell you all about it.
All right, I hop onto the motorcycle.
Alright, so you're getting around, kind of sticking around to his back.
Yeah.
I know this is not realistic to motorcycles, but he is talking to you as you kind of putter away. He's giving you a ride home.
That always works in comics.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Yeah, you could read the box, the dialogue boxes, the word boxes. Word balloons is the word I'm thinking of. Anyway, so he says, so the club, we got this new boss. Someone hired the Black Leather Lizard Motorcycle Club for a new job
Oh,
over
right
in
on.
Banana Town. Yeah. Strange guy, though. I mean, it's not like too hard a job. Could be dangerous. We got tangled with the monkeys, but you can handle them.
You're gonna fight the monkeys now? You were like friends with them last week.
Yeah, business is business. We did a deal, deal's done, whatever.
Right on.
And this new deal, this new guy's offering like a boatload of dough. All we gotta do is kind of cover his escape as he's making his way away from some kind of big shindig that Don Kong's throwing.
Okay, so you need cover?
Yeah, if you're gonna be there, I could use your help, Mama.
I'll love to help you. I'm supposed to be a superhero now, though.
Yeah, this might kind of fall on the other side of that coin, especially considering the dude who hired us.
Wait, so who hired you? Because if it's Prince Pigeon, that dude's a joke.
Oh, yeah. No, trust me, that guy's broke as one of his birds. No, this dude's got money to spare. And the reason for that is that he's part of some strange organization.
Oh, yeah?
It's some sort of spy group, but it ain't the commies, and it ain't our side either.
Oh my goodness. Is it like that book that I told you about with the British guy?
No, it's not.
It's like, Johnny Bondo or something?
Something like that. And I love reading them spy novels. But no, it's nothing like that. It's sort of like, because they're like spies without a country. They're just kind of doing it, for themselves. They're in it for the money and the power, is what I've seen.
Okay.
Anyway, he plays it real mysterious. Goes by some weird kind of code name, but or doesn't even give me a code name. He just kind of lets the green do the talking, if you know what I mean. But there is something about him that really stuck in my head.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Guy's got an eye patch and then one metal eye.
He's got an eye patch and then a fake eye on the other side?
He sees out of this metal eye. Don't know how he does it. You know, some kind of super science. Same kind that turned me from a teenager into one handsome crocodile.
You know what? I'm okay with the science on your end.
Yeah, I know it, baby. He turns around and gives you a toothy smooch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lizard smoocher.
Smooching with no lips.
Yeah. Alright, so meanwhile that night, Cloud Singer, you get a call over at SOS HQ from Katie Kahn. And she's like, hello, Richard?
Yeah.
I gotta get her weird kind of squeaky gorilla voice again.
Yeah,
hello, Richard?
Yeah, and I remember your voice. Katie, right?
That's right, from school. He's really excited that you remember her. Look, I know this is kind of out of the blue, but you guys in trouble, you were real nice to me and stood up for me, even against the coach. He's okay, but he can be a real jerk sometimes, too. Especially when those cheerleaders are involved. So, anyway, my dad's having this, it's a really big party tomorrow. It's actually my older sister's wedding. And, you know, in the ape community, weddings are a real big deal. Like, he's going to pull out all the stops, and, you know, Chrissy's getting married, so he's going to have all kinds of guests. And usually I just have to kind of sit around and take pictures, and it's real boring. I got no one to talk to. So, if it's not too much trouble, if you guys want, maybe you could come over and trouble gum, and maybe that weird guy could come over and give me some of those more.
As he's on the phone, like DXG has no sense of personal space, so he's just gonna like go lean and put his head like right on your shoulder and try to listen in on this call.
Yeah, you're doing that.
Yeah.
You're
The
very
sad
much in
part
his personal
is
bubble.
this isn't the first time it's happened. So I'm probably
It's
used to it
perfectly
now.
normal.
Okay, but really, are we? Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. So can you guys come? It starts at noon tomorrow at
Noon
Banana
tomorrow.
Town in my dad's mansion. We got the whole backyard done up, and hey, the food will be good.
Okay.
Ask
I mean,
them
lots
if they
of-
need a janitor.
Lots of
By the
fruit,
way,
bananas.
Is it all of us from the school? Can we bring a janitor? I mean, he is looking for a job.
If he wants a job, I don't know if we need a janitor at the beginning of the party. Maybe at the end. If he wants a job with the catering crew, my dad can always use another hand.
That would be great, actually.
I
Yeah.
can very much.
We got prehensile toes, but we can always get someone else holding a tray or something. So sure, I'll talk to him. I'm sure he'd be okay with that.
All right. So thank you very much, Katie. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, sounds swell. All right, so tomorrow.
Off of me.
I'm watching you as you like put the phone down, and I'm like,
By the way, my character's done a ridiculous number of foolhardy things at this point, so
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
erase the insecure condition.
Yes, you can take care of that. So tomorrow, you guys are invited to the wedding. Are you guys doing anything to prepare for this event?
So, did you tell us about what?
Yeah, you guys can meet
Rocket
up
House?
tomorrow. It's
Oh,
Saturday.
no, she
so-
didn't.
seriously?
Ooh.
Correct.
No, but she does call Rocky D just to let him know that she got invited to the wedding.
Oh, sweet. Sweet. That's not a 50. It's not a early 60s thing. He'd say, swell.
Smells good.
Yeah. So, you're gonna be like our inside girl?
You know it.
Yeah, you can gum up the works.
I can gum up the works. I can open up a back door so you guys can slip in.
All right.
In case
Well,
they join out, you know?
look, I mean, I'm always down for a little B&E, but I really want to play this cool with King Kong, because when that guy goes ape, you don't want to see the results.
Yeah.
What I need you to do, play it cool until Mr. One-Eye Man makes his move.
Okay.
What the club's supposed to do is cover his escape.
Gotcha.
So we'll rush in, kind of rumble with the monkeys a little bit, let him run away, meet up later at the junkyard, get paid.
Talking about the junkyard.
Yeah.
Is there still like a huge amount of gum down there?
Yeah, we're still kind of picking it out of the junk and everything. Hey, I like it. You know I like that smell.
Right. I know you do, Rocky. I should come down there and take a look at it, because I think I might have some ideas behind it.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Maybe I'll sneak out tonight.
Ooh, baby, my door's always open.
Okay, so now she's doing that tonight.
Okay, so you gotta sneak past your, give me, roll, I'm gonna say roll superior so you can sneak out past your mom. Well, you live with both your parents,
My
though,
mom.
right? So they're both there. You guys
Oh,
think that
no,
both?
I live at SOS headquarters. My parents are back in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
In that case, you
Sneak
gotta
past
roll to sneak
Wolfwoman.
past Professor Diesel, and yeah, and Wolfwoman's there too.
Yeah.
She's visiting. You know, she's from out of town, so see if
Okay.
you can sneak
This
out
could-
and notice
This could
him.
go very badly for her.
It certainly could.
Let's see. Well, her superior is -1.
What did you roll
So
there?
that makes it a 7.
Ooh. So it's 10. Okay, I'll say like you do get out and you go over and spend the night with Rocky D, but they're gonna on the way back they're gonna catch you.
Okay.
So real quick, do what you're gonna do with Rocky D. What's your planning here?
So
Oh, this is
I-
your new powers. Too.
Obviously,
Yeah, I
Rocky D.
wanted to see if I could
Oh
actually.
man. Okay.
I wanted to see if I can control that excess gum.
Ooh. Okay, and that's the new power.
My new powers that I took were Inhuman Might and Gum Constructs, which is a play on Psychic Constructs, which is in the Doomed playbook.
Yeah, sounds cool.
So basically, I start making the gum do stuff. And I say, like, see, I realized when I was tripping out on LSD that I am more than one individual, and I make one of them turn into me. I go, I'm 2 individuals.
He's like, this is a very specific dream come true.
Oh no.
Then I make another one and go, or am I 3?
Oh man, the more the merrier, mama. That joke's stolen from Thrilling Adventure Hour, by the way.
Right.
But anyway, so yes,
Yeah.
these gum constructs are yours to command.
And considering the comics code, that's where we would have to cut away from the scene.
Absolutely. This is not comics code approved. Obviously, the drugs, like,
Yeah, but we're making this scene
the
comics.
swears and the violence, right? But on the way back, as you're coming back, a little past midnight, you're kind of coming up in through the lobby, and Wolfwoman is like, she's there looking over some statues, and she just spins around and sees you. She is a very intense-looking woman, wearing like, so is that that severe blonde hair. She's wearing like kind of a white wolf pelt sort of over her head, and has like various swords, captured weapons, like 2 pistols, grenades, bandoliers, all kinds of just weaponry on her. She spins around. And she's like, "What are you doing
Walking through the lobby.
at this hour?"
Yes. Like, I've been obviously chewed upon.
Oh no.
You got some gum hickeys?
Yeah.
You can see she's like setting her hands on her, automatic pistols in her shoulder holsters.
Are you planning to shoot me? Because I got
Absolutely, you are entering Sentinel territory at night. I don't know. I know you're one of our new heroes. I know you have a vetting process, but I don't trust it.
I live here, so
Okay, give me a provoke.
Okay.
But she's really suspicious about this.
What's provoke on it?
Superior.
That's
Superior?
superior.
Sooner or later, I'm gonna fail one of these.
One of you
battles.
guys might be able to intervene and help her out too.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
Oh, that's a 2.
Oh no.
All right, she pulls her gun. She's like, "Come with me immediately. We're going to Professor Diesel."
Yeah, okay. You don't have to threaten to shoot me to go talk to the professor.
In my experience, it's better to be armed, to have a gun pointing at your potential enemy, than otherwise. Let's go.
Damn,
Well,
Wolfwoman.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah. What
the
it's
hell
one
happened to her?
thing.
Oh, she's been through some shit. Like,
I mean, it's great, all like the whole thing with the guns, but I gotta tell you, and
walk in front of me.
I cause a whole bunch of holes to manifest through my body. A gun ain't gonna do you a whole lot of good.
You think these are loaded with bullets
What
that
if-
are?
Yes.
Believe me, you won't be the first. You won't be the first strange individual that I've killed.
Oof.
Let's go.
I won't be. My face is actually facing back, so I'm talking to her. I also have a face.
Face
on
front, please.
Well, I'm doing that.
Face front,
too.
please.
Okay, fine.
All right. So as she's leading out, maybe one of you guys is out for a midnight snack or something and notices her walking you away at gunpoint.
Does anyone want to take this?
Yeah, I'm inspecting the statues because I like pushing them over. So I'm kind of just wandering in the halls, and I was waiting for Wolfwoman to leave so I can like knock over some more statues.
Her statue?
Wolfwoman glares at her. It's the deranged statue pusher. Sir, go back to your room, please. I've got this.
And then I'm gonna nod, but as soon as she turns around, I'm gonna push it over.
Oh, okay. She turns around. She's like, okay, stop destroying. I know your brain is somehow damaged. Stop destroying these statues.
Why is it always mine?
And it always seems to be mine as well.
I'm gonna nod a little, and then I'm gonna take another LSD, and then walk around and then push another one.
No. Ugh. Okay.
Oh, you should threaten to shoot him. That's really effective. I'm sure
He's
he'll
not in
understand.
control of his faculties. You clearly are, which is why you were breaking into society headquarters post midnight.
Look, lady, I'm 17. I'm barely in control of my faculties.
Fair point. I do remember when I was that age. A very, very long time ago.
Jimmy.
What is the
A
biggest,
wistful look appears in her eyes. What's that?
What is the biggest statue in there?
It's just like a huge, like, combined of like all the heroes.
The founders,
Oh, is
maybe?
it can it be like a domino effect?
Yes.
Not the Founders Stone.
Oh yeah, they all start going. So at this point,
Starting with Wolfwoman.
yeah, and at this point, an alarm starts going off. So all you guys, wherever you were sleeping in the society buildings, you definitely hear this. Some other heroes start waking up and coming down. Professor Diesel comes down in her robe. Cloud, Skydancer is coming down as well, and you are also heading down. Agent Orange, are you spend the night at society headquarters?
Why not? Though I do want to do something here. I'm going to mark infinite powers again. And
Another mind wipe?
No, actually.
Or memory
well,
wipe?
I know where I'm going to be working tomorrow, and I think I ought to look the part. So I am taking the ability of radical shapeshifting.
Oh,
So when
okay.
I walk out, I would prefer to look like a monkey in an orange suit.
Okay, yes, you done that. So you come out as a monkey.
What the hell is going on here?
What the hell is going on with your face?
What?
Why do you look like that?
Technically speaking, I'm not supposed to be seeing you, except that my eyes are really just a suggestion. So why are you a monkey anyway?
Well, I'm trying to get a job. I was fired for what you've done.
What I did.
Well, it was your gum all over the place.
Well, sure, but I was trying to protect Katie from taking a whole bunch of LSD.
Wolfwoman's like, okay, enough. I'm getting tired of this. Professor Diesel comes over and is trying to talk to her and calm her down. Skydancer is like, what is going on with you guys?
Look, I'm sorry that we're not normal superheroes like people were back in your day when you were really great at being superheroes. We're trying our best to learn here, but we're gonna make some mistakes along the way. I mean, you remember when you were a kid, right? I mean, I'm sure you made a few mistakes. I'm sure you're used to people that judged you and thought you were a bad person just for being who you were, right?
He's like, you see him like thinking, and this is like, flashback panel, him dropping Kestrel, and then also him shooting and missing, him throwing a gun at the Mentalist, all the various mistakes and foibles that Skydancer made during his time. He's like, yeah, that's a fair point. And he talks to the other hero. He's like, all right, they are young, they make mistakes. I suppose in our youth we are all entitled to such things.
Wow, I'm surprised you actually remember your childhood.
It wasn't that long ago, young man. All right. Professor Diesel's like, I just hope you guys know what you're doing. So,
Does anyone else want
Yeah.
a banana? I just sudden craving.
especially that one,
What?
Mr. Dr. Janitor Monkey over there.
How old are you?
22?
That's about like the same age you started out, right?
I suppose so. I mean, more or less.
So yeah, I'd say we're right at the right age,
I'm
Let
gonna
us
go
do
grab a
our own
banana.
thing.
Can't say I ever got myself transmogrified, but it would seem like it was a simpler era.
Yeah, I think transmogrification is a real trend right now.
I would agree with that. So, with that, you guys do get to return to your beds and crisis averted.
Why are you guys
What
keep
was the
calling me a
crux?
monkey?
Sorry, ape.
Well, are you a monkey or are you an ape? We're probably going to get angry emails.
So
As if
that's
it
in your
were
mirror. Just
Wait, you don't realize that you turned yourself into a monkey?
I'll turn into what he looks like. Or I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to.
Okay. How'd you do with the Unleash Your Powers?
9.
Alright, you managed
wait.
an okay monkey,
Yeah.
though it kind of wavers after a little bit.
It's just kind of what you look like.
fate.
And that
Fame.
turned back
I'm
out
just gonna
very
faint.
successful.
Cool. So, are there any other things you guys want to get ready before Chrissy Kong's wedding tomorrow?
Do I get to check in with Professor Diesel about like where
yes,
I
yes.
came from?
So they figured out, they learned about the lab and the fire. They're still piecing together what exactly the research was. Or actually, let me ask you, like, what were the circumstances that created this disaster that birthed DXG?
So coming from like a not DXG's perspective,
Right.
Actually.
And this is kind of what they learned too.
Oh, okay. So it's the home of Dr. Xander Good, who was like he was a scientist for NASA, but he was shamed because he wanted to look for, or he built a quantum velociraptor. That's a made-up word, not actually a real thing.
Great word.
So, and he saw like parallel universes, and he wanted to like capture one of like a parallel universe's like being.
Whoa.
So that's why he got kicked out, because they didn't allow him to, and so he built a velociraptor in his basement, and that was the last that they knew of him.
So she says, well, sir, you're definitely not human. You're definitely not Dr. Xander Good. We think he might be some being from another universe that has assumed Dr. Good's appearance.
Why don't I have my memories?
Well, there's no memories to have. You never were Dr. Xander Good. You've always been this thing. You were some energy form taken from this other universe. You might have memories from that alternate reality, or you might not, depending on what kind of being exists over there. But you just happen to look like Dr. Xander Good.
Interesting. So maybe that's where the headaches come from. Maybe if I stop taking this, something bad will happen, but I might remember what I am.
Keep taking the drugs. Okay, so you've learned that. Anybody else doing any kind of preparations before heading to the wedding?
I'm going to read up on the Guerrilla Mafia.
Okay.
Like, read the files on them.
Yeah.
Don't really know too much about them. Let's see, maybe if there's something we can exploit, some dirty secrets they don't want told.
Okay, so you learn Don Kong has been kind of the leader of this group. You do know this. They came from these intelligent apes. Some of them were people who were transformed into apes. Others were apes that were given human intelligence. They've all kind of coalesced in this area. I just say the Silver Age, like, it's all gorillas in that time. I think they even had I think DC Comics is a thing where they had to like make arrangements of what comic could have a gorilla on the cover. Otherwise, they would all be gorillas. So it was like, all right, this month Superman gets the gorillas. Next month Batman, that kind of thing. You do learn Don Kong. He hails from occupied Europe. He is actually a Nazi experiment. Something about trying to make Nazi guerrilla soldiers, and he was some kind of a prototype. And he might have been kept with other various experiments that the Jaeger Commando had before the war ended. And since then, he's immigrated to America and kind of made a name for himself. Met another guerrilla woman, settled down, and then started this criminal organization, the Prime Mafia, which has taken in lots of other apes. And every so often, there's lots of talk about honor amongst them. But they're always like breaking away, fighting each other, and there have been several, hits, apes being whacked that have occurred over the years.
So if push comes to shove, we might be able to incite a riot.
It's certainly possible.
Alright.
So I think with that, let's cut to the wedding. So you guys all arrive. When you get there about 12, it's kind of in full swing. The ceremonies had already happened. This is the the big party that will kind of go on through the whole day. They got a full band.
Technicolors aren't performing. That's terrible.
It's more of a classy big band thing. I don't know.
Too classy.
I don't know if this is Technicolor
We
C
performed
exactly.
one song! One song! What do we know about classical music?
Everything. That's all we need to know.
Yeah.
Wait, we know everything about classical music? I know it's boring.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it has a certain nuance to it. I wouldn't say it's boring, just different.
I like that one song with all the drums in it.
There's a lot of songs with drums in it.
Well, I don't know. It's by the deaf guy.
What they're playing, they're actually doing a orchestral version of "I Want to Be Just Like You" from the Jungle Book. Yeah, they're playing to their audience. And there's lots of gorillas kind of wheeling around, sort of awkwardly dancing. You can see Don Kong occasionally comes out and goes over to Chrissy Kong and hangs out with her and the family. But then after a while, him and his various assistants and bodyguards head back inside and are meeting with various guests. No ape can refuse a favor on his daughter's wedding, I suppose.
Is there a cake there?
Yeah, there's a very large cake, of course.
Has it been touched yet?
Several tiers. They have not yet cut the cake.
Can I put some
Lots of fruit on it too, of course.
LSD?
I'm running in her feet.
Okay, I would say you start to. Troublegum sees this and kind of slides in front of you.
At least as best I can, because my character is actually wearing a very nice dress. It's very silver, so it looks like a really elaborate bubblegum wrapping that's got origami done to it, and she's got silver gloves on, and she's even done her hair into an updo by thinking about having an updo.
Oh, sure, that big beehive, yeah.
So I kind of get in front of her and hopefully don't accidentally get LSD stuck in me again.
Okay.
I
I don't know. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. That would
but can I roll for it? I'm
you
gonna
were-
put the LSD in the cake.
I'll say at this moment you interfere. You can try that a little later. Maybe I'll
Okay.
have you roll a. I'll probably do a provoke for that to see if you
Okay.
can successfully hide LSD in the cake, because that could definitely come into play later.
Okay.
You don't even need to hide it. Just tell people it's in there.
Also amongst the crowd, you guys see there's a few humans. Pigeon Prince is there. He got as one of the city's most persistent criminals. He got an invite.
Not even prestigious. Persistent.
Yeah. Just, a little out of respect, they had him show up. They've also got an individual who matches the description that Crocodile gave. He's the one-eyed guy, yes. He
Yeah.
has one eye patch and one kind of glowing red metal eye. He's wearing kind of like a black leather trench coat with the hat and the fedora sitting next to him. He's kind of by himself, sort of staring around, waiting for his audience with Don Khan.
Now, was I supposed to help get him out, or what was what was
What
the
you were
idea?
supposed to do is this guy has something planned, and the Black Leather Lizard Motorcycle Club is going to run interference to make sure it goes off without a hitch.
Okay.
Did you
Kinda
let us know
cover his
about
escape.
this issue? This thing is happening? No.
Nope, still only Troublegum knows.
So the rest of us are seeing this guy, right?
Yeah, you all see him there. Katie Kong, who's wearing in a bridesmaid's dress, comes over and greets you. And she's like, "Oh, hey guys, so glad you could make it."
Hey, Katie.
So glad you invited us.
Hey, Katie. That guy with the metal eye. Do you know who he is?
Oh, he's some friend of my dad's, some business partner from out of town. He's been here a few times. They've been talking things over.
So if this is the guy who I think it is there any chance that he would recognize because of Protege?
Yeah. Been reading the files.
Oh yeah, if you definitely, if you have you been listening to their mentor's stories at all?
And all the times they ripped that guy's eye out.
Yeah, I'm
I
sure
remember
that
his-
bit is stuck in your mind.
I remember his friend, the mentalist. He kept like a trophy room full of his
Just several eyes.
So yes, you know there are
God.
Cyclops, but actually there is someone else there too who you definitely do recognize. It is an individual with totally pale skin, who is another human, or so you think, who's kind of wearing like a very ragged sort of off-white trench coat and sort of like a hat that's kind of hiding, a flat cap kind of hiding her features. And you sort of recognize, you realize this is Zoe, the strange experiment who disappeared and then kind of vanished into occupied Europe, or formerly occupied Europe after the war.
I don't know who any of these people are.
She's sitting by herself, also looking kind of awkward and out of place.
That guy with the metal eye.
Yeah?
He is a former Nazi.
No kidding.
And the woman next to him, she's one of the founders.
Ooh, are you telling Katie Kong this?
Well, Katie hasn't really given me any reason not to.
Okay, she's like, oh my god, I did not know that at all.
Do you know exactly what your father has been doing? What are these people doing here?
Oh, idea, but look, my father is a good person. I mean, sure, he look, his business is violent.
Good person, that's a fucking Nazi.
He wouldn't, unless he had a really good reason, he wouldn't deal with a Nazi, is what I'm saying.
Honestly, you know what? You know who deals with the Nazis is the U.S. government. That's why we've got the hydrogen bomb now. It's because of former Nazi scientists. That's a fact. That is something that Jimmy told me down at the malt shop. I have no reason to doubt the things that Jimmy tells me.
Jimmy spreading wisdom at the malt shop.
Well, you know, he's from the Lower East Side. He knows things.
Okay.
So DXG is seeing that Cloud
Singer.
Cloud Singer is getting really agitated, and since like Daddy-O is like the closest thing to a role model, I'm like, oh no, like I want to attack these guys because he doesn't like them.
Oh no.
So
Do I see
yeah.
this?
I mean, I'm like right next to you.
All right. So
yeah.
are you going to do the LSD and the cake thing, or are you going to do this?
No,
attack?
I'm gonna do this because I'm still right
Okay.
here. But he's so agitated. I'm like, no, I'm gonna attack them.
All right. Give me unleash your powers, and we'll see what happens.
Is there any way I could stop the attack?
You can do it. You're going to defend another Nazi.
Yeah, I'm gonna defend a Nazi.
remember that No, you defended the Nazi last time.
No, I tried to kill the Nazi.
Oh, you're right. Sarah defended the Nazi. Okay.
So that's
All
an 11.
Ooh. Okay. So what attack are you doing? We'll see if you can defend it. What is the attack?
I'm gonna do the reality storm.
Ooh.
So channel destructive burst with my powers. I spend 1 burn to engage a threat using freak instead of danger.
It does collateral damage.
Yeah, it does collateral damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna just like aiming it at them because that's the general.
All right. You
where they are.
blast him back. He flies out of his chair. The table's gone. A few other guests are knocked down. What are you doing?
Holy cannoli! That's my thing now.
Alright.
Great catchphrase.
I'm going to mute the entire wedding. No sound anywhere. So nobody can know where exactly that came from.
Okay, you mute the wedding.
Don't have to roll freak or anything?
Oh yeah. Roll. This is unleash your powers. Yeah.
Yep.
See how that goes.
11? No. 10. My bad.
Ooh. Okay, that's still good. That does it. It's not unstable either. All right. So it works. Everyone's like very confused. Air Cyclops picks himself up and he's looking around. His eye all aglow. And then a chimpanzee runs over to him. This chimp is wearing kind of a little more of a shabby suit with like a wide collar. And you can see this chimp is like opening up his coat and has like several, firearms in there, ready to go.
I'm doing this.
Okay. Air Cyclops talks to the chimp and kind of points to her.
You can't talk. The entire room is
Oh,
muted.
you're right.
There's
And
no
then
sound.
They're all real confused. The chimp goes. And then another, monkey covers his eyes. They do that whole thing. But then the no talking chimp. So how long does this go on?
For about 1 minute, just so we can get away from the situation and regroup, figure out what the heck we're gonna do about this.
All right. So do you kind of follow his lead and head out of the area?
I don't think I'm part of this really, because I'm still catering, aren't I?
Oh, you're right. Yes, you easily blend with the caterers, and you're just serving those
so
banana
you
daiquiris.
watch them. They don't expect you. So you watch them. You don't blast anyone. I'm going to try and figure out what the hell the Don's doing with this Nazi guy, and also Zoe. Why is she here?
Just gonna chilling. Just
The important thing:
Sure.
don't blast anyone.
Wait,
All right.
Zoe again?
Zoe, she's one of the founders of the SOS.
Okay. Right. But she's not in the SOS now.
We don't know where she's been.
Well, I'm apparently here, right?
With the freaking Nazis. What is she doing with a freaking Nazi?
What you know this, though I guess Trouble hasn't studied up on SOS history at all, is that she vanished into Europe and then she kind of became in charge of a group of children and other, some adults, but mostly, kids or teenagers who were the experiments. They're called the Shadow Children. And she's been kind of in charge of taking care of them, trying to get them the help they need. And, she's sort of like maybe a little bit more on the Magneto side than the Professor X side. But she's been kind of just helping them, keeping them safe, and making sure governments don't capture them and use their power. But very much like, Zoe being there is a big deal. It's weird, because you thought she was in Europe, and the Shadow Children are something that a lot of governments are really interested in. Alright, so,
Sound.
okay, the sound comebacks, you were able to slip away, but at this point, the chimp approaches you two.
Okay.
Yeah, you and DXG.
Yeah.
And he's like, what was the big idea? What the hell were you think you would, what the hell were you doing?
Well, here's the thing, okay?
Uh-huh.
We're superheroes, and sometimes our powers get a little bit out of hand.
Uh-huh, yeah,
Which is
look.
what happened there.
You call that out of hand?
I mean, nobody died.
Wait, how close is he?
He's
to us?
like in front of you.
I'm just gonna
Can
blast
I
him.
take an LSD and try to shove it in his mouth?
What the hell are you... Did you trying to drug me here?
It's good for you.
I think I'll decide what I'm good with, okay? I'm sticking with the liquor for now. You don't mind. Chimpetto is my name. Chimpetto. And what you did, extremely disrespectful. At the Don's wedding.
I agree that
Extremely disrespectful. I'm trying to imitate because that's my stage.
Exactly.
I would agree that it was extremely.
Is she mocking me?
He.
Is he mocking me?
Is he mocking?
Oh, I see. I get this is monkey see, monkey see, monkey do, huh?
Monkey see, monkey do.
All right, that's it. You can see
Can
he's
I
getting
tell
that
you
weapon
something
out.
really quickly
Yeah.
here?
Uh-huh.
He's got bad brain damage. Like,
Oh.
super bad. It's from the war. The Korean War.
Uh-huh.
He
Messed a
got-
lot of people up, I hear.
It messed a lot of people up, and he got exposed to some very bad chemicals there.
The green is his brain leaking out of his head.
Well, I'll tell you something. He's a real hero. Saved a whole village of South Koreans. From the dirty commies.
Well, I hate those commies.
I mean, everybody hates commies.
I'm with that. Give me a provoke, but he seems he's interested in this.
Okay. And provoke is superior.
Superior, yeah. I'll give you a +2 because of the commie comments. You're appealing to his patriotism.
That's
Nice.
Yeah, so that definitely succeeded with the +2. It's an 11.
Ooh, okay. Alright, he's like, okay, I guess he's not in control of himself. No disrespect was intended. But I'm telling you, you super folks, you're so super you could stop a bullet? I don't think so.
Well, a few of us can, but wait, no.
Oh yeah, you're still serving drinks, Mr. Monkey.
You're still the guy.
I think the best thing to do would probably be to have him leave the party.
Probably a good idea. I'm putting him under your care. Don't make me come back here.
Okay.
So Chimpetto knuckle walks away. So meanwhile,
Hey, I got something really cool to show you. You want to come see? It's like right outside the gates.
But the cake.
It's cake.
Oh, okay. I like cake. I mean, I like cake.
all right. So let's see what Agent Orange's up to, and then we'll go back to your spying mission.
I think Agent Orange is going exploring. Very few people really pay attention to the help, after all. And I want to see what I can see, so I would like to assess the situation,
Okay, give me that roll.
which I'm not good at.
Well, maybe something will happen.
Oh, okay.
Something
Oh,
happened.
Yeah.
a nice roll.
So that is going to be a 10. So I get to ask 2 questions, I believe. What here can I use to find the Fang?
Ooh. It is actually. Let's see. Did you bring your staff with you? Mm-hmm. Okay, it is pointing. I don't know if you're carrying it around with you, but
Like I have it with me. It's let's see.
I set on the ground somewhere in the
Yeah,
back.
like I set it down before I started serving, but I had it with me when I walked in.
All right, it's kind of pointing down to the mansion, particularly this kind of office area. This is like a gazebo, kind of outside, and the office is like kind of a window with curtains and covered up now, of course. But
Okay.
that's where Don Kong conducts business. You see, like he's got 2 big gorilla guards outside, and they've been kind of letting guests in and out all day. Right now, you are watching Air Cyclops gets up, and it's his turn. He goes inside to talk with Don Kong.
Okay.
But that is where the Fang is.
Then my next question is going to be, how can we best end this quickly?
Let's see. I would say discover what exactly Don Kong and more importantly Air Cyclops are planning.
Cool.
Yeah. Specifically Air Cyclops. Which one of you kind of already knows something's going to happen.
I do, and I'm trying to get rid of the person that's going to louse it up for my boyfriend.
Whoa. This team was just tearing itself apart. Oh.
It's those hormones, this teenage hormones.
Yeah.
Agent Orange will be heading towards that office.
All right. So we'll say you join Cloud Singer kind of like right outside. What do you guys... how are you going to get in, or what is your plan here? There's those 2 big gorilla bodyguards outside.
Well, we don't really need to get in. We just need to figure out what they're saying, right?
That's
so
true.
I'm going to open up a line from that room to us to listen in on every single word they're saying.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna make you roll with a +2 for this one.
Right, free?
Yeah, to unleash your power. Because I think this is not tricky.
Well,
I guess I could have lowered the difficulty, but I'll give you a +2 instead.
yeah, with the +2, that's a 15.
Wow. All right. Okay. Yes. This is an easy task. You pull this off. So what you hear is Air Cyclops comes in and says, trying to remember my Air Cyclops voice, being like, Don Khan, it's very, very good to see you as always. I believe, but I did not come here for the pleasure of your company, and nor is my organization interested so much in your friendship than in what you have to give us. And Don Khan says, my friend, you know I have, or you may call him his friend, he says, Mr. Cyclops, I do appreciate your time, of course, and though perhaps I have a great deal of anger with the organization that you once served, your current masters perhaps seem a little nicer. And for what you are offering, yes, we can do business. This is what you wanted. And he takes out, well, you can't see it, but you can hear like something is pushed across the table. And he's like, now please, not for me, but for my friends, for those who have suffered as I have suffered, thanks to your former masters. Tell us, where is this medicine? And Air Cyclops says, it will, the information will be given to you. And you can hear Don Khan going, making a loud grunt, be like, that was not the deal, my friend. You promised the Fang in return for the medicine. I promised Zoe that the Shadow Children would receive the medicine assistance they require, that you said you could give us. Air Cyclops says, later, I won't leave, I understand. Let me make some calls, and I will get back to you. And Don Khan says, you will not leave this house, you will not leave this courtyard. Go, eat, drink, but I promise you, if you are going to betray me, if this is some kind of trick that your spy friends have cooked up, you will not leave this house ever. Air Cyclops says, thank you for your time. And the door opens and he steps out. He is now holding a suitcase by his side.
Is that it?
I think do we all see this in our or rather does Agent Orange see this suitcase coming out?
I mean, yeah, you're all kind of like watching. You're watching the area.
Excellent.
I mean, I'm probably DXG and I are probably doing something else right
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah,
there.
you're kind of outside, and we'll get to you in just a second.
So what I want to do then is I really want what's in that suitcase. So infinite powers one more time, and I am going to take the telekinesis power, and I'm going to try and grab that suitcase.
Okay, give me unleash your powers.
So that's a doomed thing that you can.
Doomed are very powerful, but
We'll see how
you're
this
going to
goes, then we'll
die.
cut back to you guys outside.
I'm going to mark another doom to use bolstered, which lets me use an adult move instead.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm going to use wield your powers instead of unleash. So let's see how this works. 5, 6, 7. So on a 7, when you wield your powers with precision or grace, roll plus freak on a hit, choose one. Take hold of something vulnerable to you, which is exactly what I want. So I want to just yoink.
Okay, you pull him. However, he's not letting go. So the entire suitcase with Air Cyclops hanging onto it comes flying towards you and lands at your feet. Air Cyclops stands up and looks over at you two.
Nazi!
He's like, yes, I was formerly a member of the Nazi Party that is in my past. I am currently the associate of another organization. Why am I even talking to you?
Following orders.
Yes, I was exactly. He gets up, and you can see he's getting very angry, and his mechanical eye is starting to glow a fearsome red.
Ah, Cyclops!
So, meanwhile, outside, you guys are you're sort of outside of the mansion. There's a big, wrought iron gate, and there's kind of a large street. The mansion is in a pretty crowded Banana Town area, so you got like these kind of big tenements.
Yeah.
But in the other alley down the street further, you can see a bunch of motorcycles and some of those, the Black Leather Lizard Motorcycle Club, kind of lounging around waiting for the time to go.
Now, I would have asked yesterday for Crocodile to bring some of my extra gum with him.
Yeah, he's got it in like a big backpack.
Okay. So,
I always keep you close to me, Mama.
so once I'm close enough to control the gum, it's gonna like move out of his backpack and turn into a cake.
Ooh, okay.
So I'll go ahead and do an unleash your powers for that.
All right.
Let's see. Luckily, my unleash your powers is really high.
Ooh.
9.
Okay. So you make a cake, and it starts. You want to like kind of walk over to you?
No,
Or-
I'm bringing us to the cake.
Oh, okay. All right. So the cake is outside.
But I saw you create it.
Well, no, because it's being created in the alley where you can't see.
Yeah, out of
Okay.
sight.
Okay.
I will say this: like, so you walk over to see this cake. It's a good-looking cake, but it is totally bubblegum pink, and it's clearly bubblegum. So it's up to you if you want to chow down on this weird cake.
So
or not.
what is this? So everything else in the alley, it's just motorcycles and this cake.
And the lizards.
And the lizards.
Yeah,
And the lizards.
yeah, pretty much the whole gang is there, kind of waiting to go.
See, look, there's a cake right out here for you.
Yeah, eat this delicious
It's
cake.
delicious cake.
Come on, Four Eyes.
Chewy.
Are you gonna go for it? We can have a roll of provoke and see if it works for you or not.
We can do that. Yeah.
Am I rolling the provoke?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, you are.
All right, well
Is
then
that
provoke.
using my freak? though,
Provoke
or is that
uses
just using-
superior.
You know, I'll have you roll free because it is your power that you're
Yeah.
using for this. So let's see how that happens.
Oof.
And you guys are gonna notice something else too in a second.
So let's see. That's an 8, actually.
Okay, so the cake looks pretty. Yeah, you want to eat this
Yeah,
cake.
I don't know because like I don't entirely trust her. So
But why?
Mostly I trust Daddy-O just because he's like
Daddy-O.
that. But trouble, I'm just like following her, but I don't.
And that's
I
when
don't
the
know.
cake attacks her.
Yes, a gummy
A gummy cake.
plops
like-
into you, and you're like stuck into it.
Okay.
Well, actually, something else is about to happen.
Okay.
Okay.
As you're falling into the cake. You guys hear cake mouth.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a mimic.
It's a mimic. Yeah,
Whoa.
that's what I was going for.
You guys hear the roar of, or the thump, 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 thump of helicopter rotors. And as everybody looks up, you see there are 3 stealth black, very advanced looking helicopter gunships zooming towards the wedding. All of them have a strange insignia. If you know, you would recognize this because you spent some time in the SOS. It's one of their major foes. It's an organization called Spider, with a Y.
But, of course, edgy.
Yes, SPY. Well, because they're spies.
Spider.
Get it?
Spider, yeah. Spider is a freelance spying organization that, like, they're all, like Crocodile said, they're in it for the money and the power. They took a lot of ex-Nazis, a lot of ex-KGB, ex-CIA, ex-MI6. As long as you can spy and you have no morals, you're welcome. And their whole goal, like, they do, they're hired by other spy organizations. But they're pretty much just, like, out for themselves, really. And now they're coming to the wedding. These, they have the stylized Spider insignia on these gunships zooming in. You can see they got, like, machine guns and rockets ready to go. So they start heading towards the wedding. They're kind of zooming overhead. And they already have started shooting. inside you hear Don Kong being like, "Trade, no!" And Air Cyclops says, "I will have no deals with Untermenschen." He's grabbing that suitcase, which you are also kind of grabbing. And
I
he's
just have
starting,
super strength.
and he is starting to run. Yeah.
I guess it's time that you guys join the rumble, I say, out in the alley.
Yeah, Crocodile's like, yeah, black leather lizards, roll out! And they start starting the motorcycles and zooming to join in.
And I'm gonna stay out here to
Deal with Cake? Okay.
basically.
Deal with Cake and DXG.
It just seems like the likely thing
I'm
to do.
gonna.
Yeah, I'll tell you do the
unleash
one
my
thing and then we'll
powers.
kind of cut back.
I'll do
Okay.
one.
So let's see how these guys are
No,
doing,
that's
yeah.
cool. No, this is getting into it.
I know. These heroes,
So
they
8. I'll mark a condition, which is I don't know. I guess angry because
Well,
she
yeah.
attacked me with a cake.
You thought it was Cake? It was a monster.
My one weakness!
Cake. But actually, I only wanted to put LSD in the cake. I actually didn't want to eat the cake.
Wait, you can put LSD in this cake.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna spend 1 burn to create like a human-sized construct with like fire and have it kind of pull the cake away from me.
Ooh, okay.
But because that's an addition, I'm animating it independently of me. I guess that's an additional burn. And then with, let's see, with my 3rd burn, I'm going to create a barrier between me and her.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like start walking.
And you don't roll for these, these just happen for the note.
Yeah.
Okay, so the your cakey monster is melted. Lots of melted bubblegum seeping everywhere, and there's now a barrier between you and DXG.
Okay. Like, what's the nature of this barrier?
It's like energy, I think?
Yeah, it's cosmic energy.
Dang.
Bubblegum versus cosmic energy.
Oh, these heroes fight each other.
Well,
we'll do the one thing, then we'll cut back. I know these guys have been waiting. It's about to get very intense at the wedding.
are there like lots of cars on the streets and stuff?
There's a few, yeah.
Alright, I've got a plan.
Okay, let's go back to these guys. So the helicopters arrive, and the gorilla, the guards, they have like some weapons, and maybe they could throw barrels, I don't know, but it's unfortunately not enough compared to gunships. So the whole wedding is going to be like mowed down by these rockets and machine guns and the helicopters, unless you guys do something. Though, for you at the moment, sorry to cut you off,
No,
but Air
sorry.
Cyclops is grabbing onto that, trying to pull it free.
I would like to contest that. I do have super strength, so
Yeah, contest that.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm on that suitcase.
Alright, well he's actually, his eye, it zaps you. Like a laser bursts from his eye and strikes you, so you're going to take a powerful blow.
Alright.
We'll see what happens there.
Now.
Well,
Okay.
dang.
Oh.
That's not a good time to roll high.
Yeah, I am going to say you drop the suitcase.
Alright.
Okay, so you do drop it, and he's running back across the wedding with it now. As these gunships are coming in.
This seems oddly familiar. Yeah, I'm gonna fly after him with my jetpack. Yes, I did smuggle it into the wedding.
Alright, you give me a directly. Oh, so what do you, what's the powerful blow? What are you taking?
Well, I rolled an 11, so I am picking from the big scary list.
Yeah.
And normally when I do this, it is the lose control of my powers, which is usually a bad thing for everyone else.
Oh, very much so.
Yeah.
Is that gonna happen here?
Yep.
Oh no.
On the bright side, it helps too. Everyone just gets knocked out.
All right, so a bunch of gorillas are falling down and collapsing. It's very bad. Also, you can see Zoe is stepping up at this point, glowing with psychic energy. She's sort of trying to intervene and stop Air Cyclops' escape at this point too.
Oh, she's helping?
Yeah, she's trying to help as well. But unfortunately, this life-draining blast kind of is knocking her down, so her psychic energy isn't doing that much. You are also hit by this, unfortunately. You're taking a powerful blow. The jetpack thing would work, but
roll
your
low.
life energy is draining. How do you do?
Dang, that's a 5.
No, it's good.
That was good. It's good.
So you get to mark that
7
potential.
is the bad thing. Okay.
You got a 7. All right. So which one are you choosing here?
No, I had a 5.
Oh, okay, good. All right.
I was saying 7 is the bad.
All right. So how do you be able to avoid this life draining energy coming everywhere?
Do I see it coming at me?
Yeah, you can see like the waves leaving him.
Ah, it's waves. Sound waves. Counter.
Ooh, all right. You able to blast with some sound waves. Unfortunately, because of this, Air Cyclops is able. He like runs through and makes it through the archway to get out, and he is like heading through the street right now.
It's alright. I can hear his footsteps.
However, there's another problem. You hear Katie Kong screaming.
What?
You see that Chimpetto, that aggressive chimp, has now grabbed her and is holding a pistol to her head.
Crap.
So you got her being held hostage, and you also have these gunships still coming in to shoot everybody. Let's come back to you guys.
Okay.
So are you as bad? Are you as you are fighting with DXG?
I'm not fighting.
Okay.
He told me that I can't blast anyone, so I can only defend myself.
All right. Well, while this is going on, Crocodile and the black leather lizards, they pull out and they're like kind of forming a phalanx around Air Cyclops. He jumps onto the back of Crocodile's bike, and they're kind of zooming away.
Well, good. I'm letting them zoom away. I'm taking it that this barrier. Is this an area that would maybe be over a sewer system?
Yeah. There's a sewer below this. Yeah.
Cool. I am going to use my inhuman might to punch a
manhole?
hole to like make him drop down into the ground. Because yeah, you're protected, but you're still gonna fall.
Okay.
Interesting.
Let's have unleash your powers for that one.
Okay. I say sorry, DXG.
It's all for you, Rocky.
Yeah, and that's a 12.
Wow. Okay. You plop into the sewers. You're actually gonna take a powerful blow.
Okay.
As you splash into a sewer line.
Yeah, that's a 10. So.
Our whole team is highly dysfunctional.
I should say so. Yeah. It's.
I'm gonna lose control of myself.
Oh no.
So, let's see. I guess it's gonna be a reality storm in all directions.
Just blast everyone.
Yeah, just blast like. So it's like I'm not allowed to, but because of that I had to.
All
So
right.
Anything within some distance of me is gonna get blasted.
So the street above you is smashed apart. It actually rips into the motorcycle gang. Motorcycles and lizard men are flying everywhere. You're able to see through this chaos. Air Cyclops and Rocky D land on the street. The bike is, totaled pretty bad, but they get up and they keep running down, and you can see Air Cyclops is like leading Crocodile, and they're running together through the streets, and they kind of run out of view.
Okay. So that's good. I'm running into the party.
Okay.
And trying to find these two and going like, DXG's gone freaking. I'm not allowed to swear. Has gone freaking crazy.
Yeah, you're allowed to betray your team, but not allowed to swear. Whoa.
No, basically, like, where the fuck were you?
I had to get. DXG was like throwing things around the wedding like a jerk, and I had to like get rid of him,
Okay,
and now
I
he's
grabbed your
exploded
shoulders.
the
Trouble.
sword.
Airship. Nazi. Ran away.
Katie Kong
Fine.
says,
Nazi.
Trouble gum.
Oh,
Use a little help
yeah,
right now.
hostage situation. I forgot about that.
What's
Sorry.
happening?
Geppetto's like, I'm getting out of here. He's like, I'm getting out of here. I'm taking the Don's daughter. You move, I'll put a fucking banana-sized slug straight through her brain.
Chimpetto, I want you to think about what you're doing here.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
thinking about it. I'm tired of licking Don Kong's boots.
No, I get you. And in the meantime, I've actually had a piece of my leg come off.
Oh.
And it's like scooting around behind him.
Ooh, all right. Give me a directly engage with what you're gonna do with that leg.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I'd say you have recovered enough. Your life draining storm is over.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's
So I
see.
guess that's. Am I using my freak in this because I'm using my freaky powers?
I'm gonna
or-
say it's plus danger because you're
Okay.
using your freaky powers for a dangerous.
Okay.
Wait, didn't my reality storm hit her too because she was near me?
Oh yeah, you're right. You should take the powerful. Okay, we'll take the powerful blow from the reality storm.
Oh, okay, sorry.
And then we'll do the leg thing if you're still around.
Right. Okay.
Reality storm.
Everyone
kind of
loses
time.
loses themselves. We're very bad heroes.
All right. Okay. Wow. Great roll.
No control over our powers.
So basically, I shielded myself using some concrete that was flying up, and or I just like it was shooting through me, and I just opened up a hole and it went right through. I like that idea. Maybe both.
Why not though?
Anyway, my whole wedding dress is all of it. So
Yeah, it's shredded pretty bad, but it's revealing your nice bubblegum body within, I guess.
okay, and so so this part of her legs come off and is draped around him, and what it's gonna do is like leap up like the blob at the very beginning of the blob when it's just a tiny little bloblet. It's gonna like leap up and like gum up his gun.
All right, so give me the directly engage.
Okay. Well, that is not good. That's a 6.
Is there
Ooh.
any way we can use a team point for that?
Yes, you can. This is team point time.
All right. So
Okay, that's
However, because you're not really acting as a team, I'm only giving you 2. It would be 3, but there's no teamwork.
son of a
This is not teamwork.
So, but I
Teamwork is
can-
not making the dream work here.
I can use a point though.
Yes.
Okay,
With one
so-
leg. As long as someone can help
So that
you.
makes it a
Yeah.
7.
Yes, you need to pick one.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll
Take
help
something
you out.
from them. They're gone.
Ooh, all right. So that gummy leg hits the pistol. It is gummed up. Chimpetto says, the hell with this. He pushes Katie Kong over, and he's running out.
All right.
Meanwhile, the helicopters are starting to shoot. So a rocket is heading straight towards all of you three. Actually, all three of you can take a powerful blow as the rocket smashes down.
Can I put myself in harm's way to be the only one that takes the blow?
Defend.
Yes. So you're gonna do that defend, and then let's
Okay.
see how that works.
Alrighty. So that's savior.
That's right.
So basically, I make my gum shield like I did before, like in the malt shop. Dang, I did a good job of that.
Nice.
I don't even need to take a team point. That's an 11 straight up.
Whoa. Okay. So.
So I'll be the only one taking the powerful blow.
All right. So a bunch of rockets hit you your gummy form. Take that powerful blow, but you guys are okay, and the party is okay.
And that is a 6.
Wow.
Nice.
I know. Hey, that's the way to earn potential. Like my only failed rolls are those.
All right. Meanwhile, DXG.
I guess there's nothing really around him, just sitting in a sewer.
Are you walking around at all? Because you can hear the footsteps kind of above you, a pair of footsteps sort of running down, heading above you, kind
Okay.
of going down.
Okay, above me. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll climb up to see
Okay.
who it is.
You see that it is Rockadile and Air Cyclops. The blast actually kind of knocked you far ahead.
Okay.
That's how physics work.
Yeah, that's how
No.
it works.
Anyway, so you see they're going towards a canal that's kind of in the middle of the street, and they're headed towards that area.
A canal. Okay.
Yeah. They reach the edge of the canal, and then you see this. Rockadile's like, "What the hell's going on? My whole club just got blown up back there. You better be paying what you promised." And her Cyclops says Mr. Erdile, you're going to learn a lesson that those apes back there just learned. Even now, even as I work for Spider, I do not deal with Untermenschen. And with that, a laser blast leaves his eye and blazes right through Rockadile's chest.
Crocodile. No.
Rockadile is shot. Yeah, there's that laser. And he collapses with a big smoke plume coming out of his belly. Air Cyclops checks his watch and he says, now. And he's and you can see he's impatiently waiting for something. So, we'll cut, you can do one thing perhaps.
How far am I from them?
You're gonna be a block away,
A
so
block,
not that
okay.
close.
I guess I'll stay there.
Okay, you're just kind of hiding and
I'm
watching.
practicing my imitation so I can remember.
Do we
Just,
not
I'm
have
imitating.
communicators or something?
Nope.
Nope.
If you want to repair anything, you guys are no, let's go to the wedding. All right, so let's go back to you guys. So these gunships are just the miniguns are about to start coming up and machine gunning these poor gorillas.
Right.
What are you guys gonna do?
I'm going to go up there and see if I can take out the gunships.
Can
Okay.
Or at least distract them a little bit.
Can you fly?
Yes, jetpack.
Okay. I'm gonna open up a hole for you through my mask, and you can blast out through that.
All right.
All right, I won't make you roll for that. You just
Yeah.
and then you zoom through, and you give me a directly engage for the helicopters.
All right. Oy. 5. Damn it.
Okay, your sound just goes a little wild, and unfortunately, the helicopters are targeting you. So a minigun blazes away. You're gonna take a powerful blow as a rain of bullets heads your way.
That's all right. At least it's not shooting at everybody
Is
else.
there anything that you and
Yeah,
I
you
can
did
do
definitely
together
distract.
about this
Damn,
thing?
it's a 9.
Possibly.
All right,
in the
you get to
dumb
choose
sense,
one of
yeah.
the lower lists. So it could be worse. What are you thinking of here?
Lose control.
Well, that's
I can't
unfortunately or
roast them.
fortunately, that's not in this list. I think everybody's lost control.
Yeah. And I would say
If you can get me up there, I can mess up the blade.
I'm going to lash out verbally. And
All
like
right.
all of my team, because where the fuck is my team?
Hold on 1 second.
Troublegum, you're gonna take a powerful blow because you actually were not there. You at least were there.
I was
even if you were not.
trying to.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's a powerful blow, like mentally.
An emotional
Yes.
powerful blow.
You weren't there for your friend when these helicopters showed up. Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so you don't care, I guess.
All right.
I was preventing DSP
clearly.
from messing up the wedding. This is how she's rationalized this to herself at this point.
All right.
What are you
In fact,
doing,
if
Agent
you
Orange?
asked her now, she would say, I was just getting DXG away because he was messing stuff up.
Sure.
So
What are you
this,
doing, Agent Orange?
this might turn out very poorly for us. I will be using infinite powers one more time, filling up my doom track. So once again, a new rune glows onto my body.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, that's fancy.
The infinite power that I will be choosing is sorcery. And I would like to attempt to recreate the last episode of Golden Age.
Ooh, so what aspect of this are you going for?
I want to appear in the sky and start lightning bolting these damn airships.
Whoa, okay. Alright, give me the this is the unleash, I think.
And roll high, come on. That's not high. So that is going to be a 5, 6.
Team point.
You do have that one team point left.
We still have that one team point.
Yeah. So if someone can somehow help with sorcery?
No, that last
something
verbal
to me.
lashing. Where the fuck is my team? Get in gear,
Fine.
Alright, that inspires you to use those lightning bolts just a little bit better.
you fucking maggots.
I will say one helicopter is fried and blows up because of those lightning bolts.
So there's just an orange face in the sky and lightning bolts coming out of its eyes.
Yeah, lightning zaps down and one gunship is gone.
How many helicopters are left?
2.
All right, I am going to try to stretch super freaking far. So that basically it's like stretching as thin as I can just to like get to it and then contracting, whipping around and pulling like the blades, just gumming up the blades.
Okay, give me directly engage, I think.
Okay, it's not freak for use of my weird ass powers.
I mean, I think you're gonna like be, taking away the helicopter's rotors if you succeed. I feel so.
Okay, so doing it on danger.
Yeah.
And that is an 8. Nope, 9.
Ooh. All right. So you're picking one.
Okay, so that is directly engaging a threat. I think at this point I am going to, take something from them. I'm taking away the blade on the helicopter. I understand. This is gonna hurt like crazy.
Yeah. You are taking that powerful blow as the rotors cutting into you. So let's see how that goes.
Ow.
But hey, you've taken so many, and you're still good. Oh man.
I just leveled up from taking power.
Wow. So how do you avoid the rotors?
Basically, I think in my head, like, I am not a poison. I am just gum. This thing can rip and tear into me all I want, and it doesn't hurt because I have no nerve endings. I only think I have nerve endings, but I'm not a person. I am just gum.
Whoa. Okay, you accept the pain, and that helicopter also crashes down, smashes into the gazebo, and it is down.
I feel like that should almost be another mental powerful blow. I am not a person. I am only gum.
You know what? Actually, because of that being the thing, I'm unlocking my moment of truth.
Whoa. Okay, so there's one helicopter left. What do you guys do and take care of it? Looking back to you, DXG, after this last helicopter is
I'm
gone.
going to speak directly to the pilot of that helicopter. And I'm going to provoke him into surrendering.
Do you see this shit?
Yes! You! You see what just happened?
He's definitely hesitating. Give me the provoke.
Like... Ooh, nice. 13.
Ooh, okay. He doesn't quite surrender. What he does do is bail out. The cockpit just snaps open. He zooms up into the air. Not a parachute, but a jetpack.
What the fuck?
Bursts to life behind him, and he is zooming away.
Oh, hell no. I'm going after him. Where the fuck did you get that jetpack?
Jetpack chase.
Nice.
Give me directly engage for this, because I think I know what you're gonna take.
Jetpack.
Ooh, that's 8.
Ooh, all right, you're picking one. What are you taking?
Yeah, it's jetpack.
All right. So you fly up. You get the jetpack? What do you do?
No. You work with Nazis. Nazis do not deserve jetpacks. Get off.
He's like, okay. Look, Spider isn't. We are not associated with the Nazis.
Yes, you are.
Okay, look, we have a lot of.
I read the file.
All right, look, we have a lot of ex-Nazis in our ranks.
Ex-Nazis.
Excellent.
Which were formerly Nazis.
Okay, yes, they're not Nazis anymore. There's freelance spot. Okay. He powers down. He flights down with you.
See? Now, was that so hard?
Yeah.
Well,
Spider-Man.
considering I've just been captured, yes. Now, I got a cyanide capsule right here in my tooth. You want to give me a reason why I shouldn't bite down?
I'm gonna grab both of his ears. Do you want to know what happens when your brain leaks out of your ears?
Okay, I'm not biting down.
Good boy. Now come.
All right, and the last helicopter is out. So meanwhile,
By the way, where's that helicopter landing?
no, it's coming down straight to the wedding party. Don Kong is rushing out. All the gorillas are huddling, moaning in terror as the helicopter's about to fall on
I'd
them.
like to roll a defend.
Shit.
All right, give me the defend.
So, just using my standard powers here, I would like to just try and catch the damn thing.
Okay.
Before it hurts anyone. And now I finally rolled low. So that is just going to be a 5. This is going to hurt.
You leap up into the helicopter, and it turns over, and the rotors, the blades catch you. So you're taking a powerful blow from those blades, and the helicopter's still coming down.
We're not very good heroes.
Can I also try to do a
Yes.
defense by making a
Hey,
gum
I
shield?
survived.
Nice.
So basically,
6,
this
good.
gum whips off of the because it's not even remotely human anymore. This thing.
Yeah, it's a very weird pinkish blob
It's-
creature.
Yeah, it's just a blob creature now with a New Jersey accent. Like whips off of the helicopter blades of the one that just crashed, and like tries to form a shield over the wedding party.
Okay, give me defend.
Okay, and that's superior.
Savior.
Savior. Oh, okay, that's better than superior then. Oh, I finally failed.
All right, Cloud Singer, it might be up to you. The helicopter's coming further and further
So
down.
basically, I basically have stuck them all together now. Instead of like shielding them, they're all now.
Yeah, they're all grouped together.
Like I sort of like form the dome and then it collapses.
Don Kong like, I thought you were supposed to help us.
I
thought you were a hero.
I'm trying. I'm not very good at this.
Okay, there's a way out of this.
Is there?
There's a way out of this. I think I know something. Something the Mentalists left behind, and I think...
Steal the eye!
No, Skydancer had specs on it. It was like, what, those anti-grav boots or something?
That's true. Did you bring those?
Eh?
I mean, you do still have your jetpack on.
I still have my jetpack. I try to bring a lot of tech along, just
Yeah.
because I'm not very good at using my powers, as we don't see.
That makes sense.
Alright. You. I'm going to know where you are, so don't try to run. You stay right here. I will be right back. And I'm going to try and put the anti-grav boots right on the helicopter. and hopefully, use them to stop its descent. Or at least make it non-fatal,
Okay, give me a defend. This would be actually no. What do you use this?
It's tech.
Yeah, I'm gonna say unleash your powers for this one.
And 9.
Ooh, all right. Okay, so some good stuff happens. You were able to. How do you take it out? How do you just stop this helicopter?
All right, gonna put the boots on them. Going to set them to
Upside down.
Yeah.
Fall up.
Essentially, I'm putting boots on the helicopter.
All right. So it does fly upwards. The problem is that as it's going, one of the rotors smashes loose. It falls down, and who it hits is unfortunately Don Kong.
I'm okay with that.
Damn.
He is impaled with the helicopter rotor. Ooh. His daughters rush over to him, and that's the sound a gorilla makes after a helicopter rotor impales them, I guess. He looks over and
Still going.
it's still, the helicopter is flying up, still zooming upwards. Don Kong, with his dying breath, says I wanted something better than this for you, my girls. Chrissy, you have your husband and your family. Katie, you are young, but yet I know that you are the one who can take the family. I want you to be the new Dawn. And he dies after giving the family to Katie. Yeah. Okay, so...
Did we want to save him? I think I might still be able to save him.
I'm gonna try to pull.
No, he's dead. Too late.
I'm gonna try to pull myself back together.
Okay. Meanwhile, so what's going on with you, DXT?
Yay!
So on the road, or on the banks of this canal, next to dying Rocket. Wow, 2 characters died this episode, and they may not be the only ones. You don't know yet. So a hirsute short individual rushes over to join Air Cyclops. It is Chimpetto, the chimp you remember. Air Cyclops is like, you held up your end of the bargain wonderfully, my friend. And Chimpetto says like, true, but I saw how you dealt with some of your other partners. And the bargain I held up, guess what? It weren't with you. He takes a sawed-off shotgun and he fires and shoots Air Cyclops. And blasts him down. He grabs the suitcase.
Wait, who's grabbing the suitcase?
This is Chimpetto. And then something strange happens. A submarine comes out of the canal. It's about to get weirder. This submarine is painted a brilliant. It's painted a brilliant purple with like kind of weird yellow stripes. There's a giant golden A's all over it. The hatch creaks open. A bunch of strange, little short creatures. They're about the size of Chimpetto. They're maybe the size of, a 10-year-old child or so. They all have, have weird round faces, look a little bit like gumballs. Some of them have, fruit colors, red or, bright reds or greens or purples. Others have, peppermint stripes. They come out, and you hear a much deeper voice saying, Mr. Chimpetto, welcome! Now you should know that my yum-yums, as I have taken to calling them, are fanatically loyal to me, and some of them have a taste for human flesh. You'll find that they will find you as tasty as you will find them. So, come on in, bring me that fang, and let's go away to a land of candy and imagination.
What the fuck?
I knew right off who it was.
I think we all took a little bit too much LSD.
So, Chimpetto heads inside, the submarine door closes, and it goes into the sea and starts zooming away.
Alright.
Okay, so, at this point we're kind of in the aftermath. We're sort of wrapping up. You'll get a few weird things are going to happen, but
More?
Troublegum, do you follow the chaos of this battle and find what happened to Rocky D?
Yeah, I'm sure I find Rocky D with a hole through it, and the only person that knows
Yeah.
what happened is DXG.
I know he's giving out he's on his last breath. He somehow held on. That's how you come over. And he like holds your hand.
Rocky,
He's like,
what happened?
They got me, Mama. It was for you. I was gonna get a big payday. We was gonna buy a nice little house somewhere, or maybe
Rocky, you're not gonna die.
a better. It's too late.
Rocky, chew on my arm. Just do it. Chew on my arm. I take a big glob of my arm and just shove it in his mouth. Chew and swallow. Do it.
You realize I do have healing equipment back in my sanctuary.
He is chewing and filling up his mouth with it, but unfortunately, it can't heal the hole in his heart, and he dies with that gum on his lips or teeth. He just has no lips. Crocodile dies in your arms, and you know that it was Air Cyclops who did it. Yeah.
Who's also dead?
Actually,
He's not there now.
You don't know.
Yeah, he's
we
dead.
all know he's not.
Yeah.
Well, I know he had just been. I don't know that he had been shot, but as a player, I know that he had been shot, but he's not there.
I read the files. I know for a fact he ain't dead.
He's not there. He's
He's
very
been
hard to
killed
kill.
like
Every
7
time
times.
we shoot him, rip his eyes out. There are stories of this guy's tenacity.
Okay, so I go, no. Oh wait, yes. Yeah, he's dead. No. No.
All right. So the next day, perhaps after you get back from Crocodile's funeral, the whole club is like buries him, and Gex the Gecko comes over to you afterwards, and he's like, Miss Gum, the club, we don't know what to do with ourselves much anymore. Rocky D, he was more than just a great lizard. He was our leader.
I'll tell you what you're gonna do. You guys are gonna straighten up and fly right, because what happened to Rocky D happened because he bit off more than he could chew.
I reckon that's true.
What you guys
But we need someone to show us the way. So me and the boys have been talking. We're not the leadership types. We want you to take over as club president.
Well then, okay. I accept being your club president. And as such, I'm gonna try to make you guys a subsidiary of the SOS. From now on, you're gonna be
Hero biker lizards.
hero biker lizards defending the city from things what try to hurt it.
All right. I'll see if we can make some pink leather jackets for us all to wear, so we sort of match your color scheme.
You can use the Trouble Gum logo. Because she has one apparently.
Yeah, they'll all put it on their backs of their vests. We can think of a new name for this gang now. The pink leather, I don't know. The pink leather bubblegum gang.
I think it's the
gum gang?
No, I think it should still be black leather.
Okay.
We'll say the black leather action motorcyclists. Or BLAM!
I love it. Also, SOS receives an invitation. It is on purple paper with a big golden A on the cover. It sings as it opens up too. And it's the words it sings are like, you are, oompa loompa. You are hereby invited to take place in the most delicious auction. You are to come to Sweet Isle, the island home of Acknow Industries, the premier candy magnet of the entire world. There, you and the representatives of your organization will join the representatives of many other organizations to offer money, power, and the sweetest treats imaginable to Billy Acknow in return for the fang. And Professor Diesel says, we've received word that numerous other groups have received this kind of invitation. We know Atlantis got one. We know the British government through MI6 has received one. Yes. Prime Minister Guppy
Yay!
has sent us word that they're going to send a representative. Spider, we think, has also received one. The Soviets got one. The CIA's got one. Everybody's sending a representative to Sweet Island to participate in this auction. Now, I'm not sure exactly what happened at the wedding.
Nothing good.
Nothing good indeed.
Nothing good.
What happened to DXG?
DXG has not spoken a word after all of that, and he's not speaking to any of his teammates. but he is going to be meeting with Professor Diesel, and he's gonna repeat like everything that has happened. Like he's gonna imitate everything that's happened.
Ooh,
around
okay.
him.
Professor Diesel says, I know you've made your mistakes, but like you said earlier, you are young, and more importantly, this one has a very detailed knowledge of Mr. Billy Acknow and his candy empire.
Yeah, I do. But you should probably not trust me with anything.
Well, I don't know if we have that much choice. We're gonna send you because you know Acknow. We're sending the rest of you as well to keep an eye on her and to make sure the Fang stays out of the wrong hands.
Are you sure that's a good idea? Did you just see what happened?
I'm afraid we have little choice. Our other heroes are trying to go around the world and make sure that, like, if the Fang falls into the wrong hands, they're ready. But you won't be alone. The CIA is sending one of their assets, who also superpowers. You'll be joining them on the field at Sweet Island. So, this time at least, don't let your country down.
Oh boy.
So you're
So,
sending the team
do we
that's
have
not
to?
a team.
Is his country Ireland?
You've got to be
though?
a team. What was that?
I said, isn't his country Ireland though?
Yeah, I'm a citizen.
Well, the free world, which Ireland is a part of.
Is the CIA asset going to be joining us next time?
What was that?
Is this? You said we were going to be working with the CIA asset.
That's right, because in our next episode we are going to have at least one special guest star. So, a CIA asset is going to be the special guest star, and more of that 2 weeks from now when we have the this new episode. So, with that, there's only one final thing to do, which is that very night, you, Agent Orange, are treated to some horrible nightmares.
Perfect. I just unlocked the power dark visions, which is makes sense for this.
And these dark visions are in need of something dark. It is something from beyond the stars. You can hear a weird, powerful, booming voice calling to you from space, being like, "You have something that belongs to me. Your planet belongs to me. I am coming to claim it."
Oh, hey, Galactus.
Oh,
Something like that. And with that concludes this episode of Generation Hero Banana Town Bloodshed, which lived up to the title. I gotta say, I didn't know.
oh yeah.
I didn't know how many casualties there would be, but 2 named characters died. Oof.
Wow.
And Katie and we got now Troublegum has inherited a biker gang, and Katie Cogg's inherited the Prime Mafia.
That was
So,
weird.
Yeah, we'll see how that ends up. But let's quickly go around. Maybe tell me if you came closer to the team, closer to yourself, and we'll do those ending moments.
Okay.
Yeah, the end of session. You grow closer to the team, grow into the image of your own self, or grow away from the team.
I think Troublegum grew away from the team.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say grow away from the team, but I'm not first.
All
I
right,
guess
well,
I can be.
We'll start with Cloud Singer.
Yeah, I feel like he's grown into himself a little bit.
Okay, so
Just trying to take hold of the situation, salvage something from this.
you've definitely become like the voice of reason and one of the more effective heroes in the team, I think.
Wait, so I'll shift Freak down and bring Danger up.
Or at least the one who's not actively helping the villains.
I wasn't helping the villains.
That's true.
Rude.
You're also on there. And DXG, you were sort of not, but sort of just...
I was just doing my own thing.
Yeah,
She
just
was
kind of doing your own
kind of
thing.
a chaos engine.
Yes.
Yeah. So how about you, Troublegum? How'd you
I mean,
feel?
obviously, I'm going away. From
Yeah, going away from the team.
Actively was betraying them repeatedly.
Yeah.
So the person that had influence over me was Dr. J. So Dr. J no longer has influence over me. Because I don't care what he has to say.
Oh, no.
Number one, I found out that he was kind of weak. Because, like, his sorcery thing was...
I took down a good ship.
At least it looked cool.
I don't know, it looked okay. I mean, I did more. That's all I'm saying.
DXG, how about you?
See, I don't know. Part of me wants to grow away from the team in terms of like it's no longer the happy family that we were at the very beginning.
Oh.
But on the other hand, growing into the own image of self, like I get a sense that I was sent here to judge. Like, from like the other universe.
Interesting. Yeah, you're getting more aware of your origin and the nature of DXG. Okay.
Yeah.
So I can see you can go for that one if you want to.
Yeah, I'll go for that one.
All right, Eric.
So I think Agent Orange will be growing into his own image of himself. His powers are strange, and something is giving it to him, and he thinks it might be tied to this voice. And it kind of scares him. And also, this team is mostly worthless.
They have their moments.
Hey, I helped.
Yeah, I mean, he's really kind of got his stuff together more than I think all the rest of us.
It's possible.
It's only because I have a mentorship. Really, it's not always
This
cracked
is
up
how
to
it's
be.
supposed to be.
Freaking ball and chain it is.
All right,
I would
so
like to see the wolf woman take of that encounter. Sorry, I'm interacting with the chat right now.
ooh, okay, yeah. There might be more. There'll definitely be more Wolf Woman as the adventure goes on. But next time, our next issue is called Clandestine Confections, and it will send everybody to Sweet Island, spelled with an E at the end, by the way, of Sweet, which is where Billy Acknow has. It's Billy Acknow's private island. His factory and fortress are there, and the auction for the Fang amongst all this candy and his weird underlings known as the Yum Yums will occur. So it should be a fun time. We're going to have a special guest star, I think. So all to look forward to next time, which I think will be, we're going to take 1 week off, and then we come back. We'll have...
I will not be here for the next
Okay,
one,
so
then.
yeah, we'll have Lucy. We'll miss one, but we should have a guest star filling in. So we're very sad to see DXG. They'll be doing some more research on DXG, figuring out the exact nature of this mysterious individual.
Oh, so we're not doing next week?
That's right. We're taking next week off.
Okay.
Just some, because we're just unavailable then, unfortunately. But
Okay.
we're picking it up right afterwards on the 27th, I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
I
For our
might
third
be a
issue.
little late on the 27th, so I might not be doing the full makeup. I might just slap on the wig.
Okay, that's
Yes.
that's totally okay.
Because I'm going to be coming straight from proctoring the bar, so...
Whoa! All right, I gotta say, you guys are going like above and beyond in terms of dressing up, and even inspired my fun little hat here. I don't know if I can get a Willy Wonka hat next time. We'll see.
Well, awesome. Thank you all for playing. Thanks for showing up. Thanks, chat room. You guys have been being silly in there, and
Very interactive.
I've been trying to
wait
stay
to
on top of
see
it. Let you be as. Sometimes the Nightbot guy gets a little aggressive, so I tried to chill him out. But thank you so much for getting inside there and helping us out and playing along, because it's pretty fun, especially when we got our wolf woman still in there. That's pretty cool. So yes, we're taking next week off. I know I'll be out of town, so thank you all for coming, and we're gonna go ahead and raid Dump Stat Charisma. We're gonna raid them, so everybody say peace out and make time to tabletop.
Make
Good
time
night.
tabletop.
Make time to tabletop.
Make time to tabletop!
Until next time.
Do it!